Solar wind. Solar wind, that means it is related to sun, and meaning of wind is known to you. It is mainly the ejection of electrons and protons from the outer atmosphere of sun. Okay, it is ejection of electrons and protons. So it is a stream, it is just like flow of water through any channel. Okay, and this flow is continuous. You know that at the outermost layer of sun, the temperatures reaching up to millions of degrees Celsius, and due to these high temperatures, the electrons and protons move with tremendous speed, and this continuous stream of electrons and protons, means these are charged particles, means this continuous flow of charged particles is known as solar wind. There are two types of solar winds. One is called fast solar wind and another one is called slow solar wind. Okay, fast solar wind, that means these two classifications, these are based on the speeds of the charged particles. In case of fast solar wind, the speed or the velocity of the charged particles is around 700 to 800 kilometers per second, not per hour, not per minute. It is kilometers per second, 700 to 800 kilometers per second. You can easily calculate what is the speed in kilometers per hour. Just multiply this result by 3600. You will get the answer in terms of kilometers per hour. If you are interested, you can do this. Okay. So for fast solar wind, so where from these electrons and protons make their exit from sun, outside noise is coming. Don't care about that noise. Okay. Anyway, so you know that outermost layer is known as corona, and in corona holes, if the particles are being ejected from the corona holes, then in that case we will get fast solar wind. And where the magnetic field, the intensity of the magnetic field is somewhat lower, means feeble magnetic field is there. So from there, if particles are ejecting, then they will have slower speed. Slower means how much slow? It is around 300 to 500 kilometers per second. Yes, speed of the solar wind for slow solar wind is around 300 to 500 kilometers per second. And in the previous case, it was 700 to 800 kilometers per second. Okay, so sources are somewhat different, and according to that, speeds are different. Okay, yes, solar, why we should study this? Because study is necessary. We know that satellites are there, okay, space technologies are there, which may orbit the sun, which may orbit around any planet, and the solar wind reaches to all the planets, means 8 planets are there. So the solar wind reaches to all the 8 planets. So if there are satellites or space stations or any other technology in the space, okay, then they will get affected by this solar wind. If astronauts are making their journey in the space, then they will get affected. So prediction of solar wind is necessary. That's why study of the solar wind is necessary. Okay. So anyway, so this was all about solar wind. This was a very small topic. You can easily understand that it is just flow of charged particles. And in our planet Earth, you can see auroras. Auroras means northern and southern lights. Those are called auroras, and those are due to the effect of interaction between the solar wind and our Earth's magnetic field. Okay. Since those are charged particles, so they are also carrying magnetic field with them. Solar wind. Okay. And we know that our planet Earth has also magnetic fields. Even all the other planets have their magnetic fields. So there is an interaction between these two fields. Magnetic field of the planets and magnetic field of the solar wind. And due to that interaction, auroras are formed. Okay. So this was all about solar wind. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.